Hello, and back with some more Pantheon Rise of the Fallen content from our friends over at MassivelyOP, where they update us on the fact that the March Producers Letter has dropped, and more than likely most people who are watching this video have already seen the March Producers Letter. However, we'll just take it into context with some of the MassivelyOP stuff, because they advise, if you've been carefully watching for signs of life, the latest Producers Letter should give you hope. There have been a lot of things that have been improved and developed on since the last Producers Letter, starting with HDRP Conversion, which is obviously another video that you can find probably in a little card below where I go over that. Obviously discussing some of the elements that are in there as well, and a quote from this basis. Our friends of MassivelyOP, you know, a little bit rigid on what they believe, with the last post saying from March 1st that the public alpha isn't out that month, in which a lot of the previous things have sort of advised them that is not going to be out, but I digress. We're going to go on to obviously the March 22, 2022 newsletter, my apologies. Obviously giving a short little announcement here from on Pantheon's own website to go to the producer letter and dropping into its contents, which I had lazily already kept up. Then obviously starting with the top, they've emerged and shown the HDRP sort of stream with the flora, etc., and the HDRP conversions come out. You can see the sort of lovely stream that I spent a few hours watching over and basically gawping in another video and just in general. But obviously, the process we have led to a number of preliminary improvements in the user experience in form of UI updates and combat feedback. While these provisions aren't to the user interface itself, it does mean that we can begin to make adjustments on where and what kinds of information are being presented to the player in the context of existing UI and in support of stronger onboarding for players and better readability of events. And obviously our next play test also includes wholly dedicating programming resources to our next major milestone, which is the integration of networking. And once networking solutions are in place, they have the ability to upscale from that basis to handle loads in alpha, beta, and beyond, which is great. And it's lovely to see, because I think one of the main things we're going to be looking at, especially with the alpha roadmap progress, is that HDRP conversion has been finally ticked off as completed with the update, which we've obviously seen in the previous video and on the stream. And class development's been updated with some elements as well, and networking overhaul has also been done. Also, Nefel kind of casually slipping in, there's been more development on the gathering crafting side. I'm still waiting for more things for that, and disposition of straits still remains in progress, but obviously a lot in work to do. But at the same time, the development of the HDRP conversion was absolutely brilliant to look at, and this is kind of what I'm going to go for the rest of the video, because last month in review simply just tags over the fact that we've had all this biome generation process, etc., and gives a summary of what the HDRP stream was. However, this H3RP rendering pipeline gallery is something that I actually didn't realize, and yeah, it was kind of neat to find in the contents of the newsletter. The community sort of discussion and interview notwithstanding, because that was quite a nice little thing with Spoff, one of the community members. This was just lovely to see, especially with the generation of various biomes, which has been advised here. Below, these shots are in 1440p ultra high definition shots to show the assets during the stream to see in higher quality detail. Now, some of these shots I can actually picture from the scene, but other shots I can't remember actually seeing. Like, obviously, there is also a link to the alpha. There's also a link to the montage video. I'm presuming these are snapshots directly from that, because I haven't technically watched that video in full contrast, but some of these shots are absolutely like, we're going to just look into one of these so far. It's just, you can just see the level of detail that goes into this one. And specifically, my favorite one is this. Red fog. You got to get some red fog. It's even called lighthousepinkfog.jpg. That's brutal. It's pink fog. My apologies, fog. But realistically, this was just an update to let you know that the nice release of the newsletter is out, and there are some lovely new images that you can find on the sort of Pantheon website for this, and I will give a specific link to the H3RP Gallery, because I think some people have missed out on these truly amazing screenshots. But other than that, that was your little Pantheon newsletter update, and I highly suggest you go read it for this month. Take care. Hi, it's Recent Reverie, and thank you for watching the video. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, because it really helps out the channel, and it'll help me decide on what you guys want to do and what you want me to do, and, you know, actually angle the channel towards what is going to come out.
If you are interested in other videos, feel free to look down below, and if Reese has timed this right, it'll have the other videos there, or at least a playlist, or another video, maybe an icon. Other than that, take care. Hope to see you around.